I had a pretty normal childhood. I think when I was little, I wanted to be either archaeologist or a psychologist. So later I decided to go with psychology, and that's what I studied in the university. Originally, I thought I'm gonna go into neuropsychology because I got very interested in neurodegenerative diseases like Parkinson's disease and all sorts of dementias.
What was it that interested you about psychology?
I guess I was always interested in people, why they behave in a way they behave, like why they think in a way they think. And also, like, a lot of my classmates, they knew that they want to be a doctor, they knew that they want to be a lawyer, and I just enjoyed, like, being around people.
So how and why did you decide to work in a brothel?
This was actually a pretty big coincidence. I was 22, I studied psychology. I thought I'm going to be a neuropsychologist. One night, I found this article, and it was named Psychologist in a Whorehouse. They call me a pimp, but I protect women. And so I decided to read it, and it was just so interesting. It was with a psychologist that works in a brothel as a manager, and he spoke about the way how they do the business, how they treat women as their customers, basically, how they respect the women. And he also spoke about the sexuality, like how society views sexuality. And I was like, that's it. This is my dream job. And it just clicked. I don't know why, but it just clicked. And I knew I want to do this. So at the same night, I decided that I found the company he works for. And I wrote them an email that I want to work there, that I don't have like any experience with the sex work, with the industry, but I just really want to do this. I was 22, so I didn't have like any experience with managing people. I went through like 3 rounds of the interview, and at the end they basically offered me the job, and since then I'm there.
How did you go about telling like friends and family? Did you tell them immediately? What was their reaction?
Yeah, that was like a little bit tricky because for the first few weeks, like I didn't tell nobody. Not because I would be ashamed of it, but just because I just wanted to see like if it really works for me, I kind of like kept it as a secret for like a few weeks, and then when I finally decide, yes, this is for me, I want to do this for the rest of my life, then I just went to my family and I was like, yeah, this is what I do. And they were like, what? What do you do? But they were like really okay, like my father, he was super supportive, My mom, she was like a little bit in shock, he was like, so you're a pimp or what? And I was like, no, I'm not, And then I explained her like what I do, and then she was like, yeah, that sounds really cool actually.
And what was your first day like as a brothel manager like?
I just remember when I first walked into to this building, and I had some sort of idea, like, I have no idea how it's going to look like, and I walked in and there's a reception, customer care service, and then I met the owner and he showed me around, and it looked like a normal company, I was like actually surprised like how normal it looked like. So there was IT department, there was HR department, technician department. So I was like very, very surprised by the normality.
And what had you imagined it might be like before you walked in?
I don't know. I had like some sort of ideas, Even when I read the article with the psychologist, I was like, wait a minute, I thought like managers should wear like a fake fur, like a golden chains, those kind of stuff. And it was like a normal guy, And then I walk in and like everybody was so normal,